Well, hello everybody and welcome back to the channel, friends. It's time for a little Saturday morning React-Toons featuring Robotech. Been absolutely loving the Master Saga so far, friends, and today we're watching episode 43, Prelude to Battle. Nothing to it but to do it, friends. Before we get started though, if you could do me a huge favor and hit that like button, smash that subscribe, ring that bell for notifications. It greatly helps out a small channel and it allows me to alert you next time we go live with Robotech. And of course, if there's anything that we do that you would like early or in its full-length format, the link to our Patreon is in the description, my friends. But all that's then and this is now, and now it's time to watch episode 43 of Robotech, Prelude to Battle. Prepare to engage maximum warp reaction. And away we go! Fanfare! I always think of like different ways to do that. And there's really, I have like no vocal range. I have like 2 notes, flat and sharp. And so there's really not much you can do. So that's what we get, friends. I also, full disclosure, I'm sort of mad at myself for starting that to begin with. Love Dana. Love Marie Crystal too. I thought she was absolutely badass in most of the times we've seen her, but especially in 40 Volunteers. I just edited that one and actually forgot how cool she was in that. And I didn't forget, but you know, man, I found it cool. I didn't find it cool. I found a toy of a hover tank, and I might have to go the model route with it because it was like real kind of like square and fat. And I love the sleek look of the Battleoids for the hover tanks. I want to have Dana's ride too. Prelude to Battle.
The Council of the United Earth Government has ordered a military action on a fallen vessel under the command of a group of aliens calling themselves the Robotech Masters.
Yep, it crashed down last episode.
Crashing near the site of Monument City, the military headquarters of the Army of the Southern Cross.
Oh, it's near Monument. Wow. Oh, wow. Man, this is full-on fighting from the jump. Ooh, what are those? I haven't seen those ships from the Masters yet. Yeah, bioroids are coming in. Haven't seen our ace yet. I like those little Spitfire fighters. Ooh.
Looks like we'll have to try a little different strategy this time.
Take them in, Dana.
At this rate, the fighting could go on forever. We gotta think of something, quick!
How about a good old-fashioned siege?
Look out, Bowie! Oh!
Bowie. Who saved him?
Bowie, wake up! Stay on your toes! Sorry.
Was that Dante? Angela came in.
What if we try attacking the enemy with all our troops at once? Eliminate them in one single blow.
Or
This battle requires more than just manpower, gentlemen.
tactics.
Call back our men.
I mean, give both sides a chance to breathe.
There's got to be some kind of strategy we can find to stop the enemy advances, somehow put them in their place.
Well, we can't listen to you.
Because I want an end to this madness and I'm holding you responsible. After all, you're supposed to be the one with the brains around here.
Well, that's the best statement you've said since you were the asshole that ordered the entire like Air Force up there to get destroyed by that ship and then like ran off. Man, Dana loves being clean. She likes showers, she likes baths.
Women just...
Well, that was a minute wasted.
I'm tired of fighting.
We could be fighting until we're old men, Sean.
Oh, Sean Phillips' first name. I knew that.
By the way, have you noticed anything peculiar about Bowie's performance out there?
No? Why do you ask?
Never mind.
Angelo, tell me, does Bowie have a problem?
He's drifting.
Bowie's beginning to make small but stupid mistakes.
Yeah, we saw that 2 episodes ago, I think.
Sometimes I dream about meeting a guy and flying to the edge of the universe with him.
Don't you think it's about time you grew up?
I caught him in one of the restricted areas during my patrol. I brought him here for further orders.
If your trustworthy friend here is willing to take responsibility for you and keep you out of trouble, then I'll let it go. But remember, next time the punishment will be more severe.
For what? Going to a music club?
I think it would be better if I proved myself to you by taking care of my new responsibility.
Yes.
Yes.
Sometimes Nova's elitist attitude goes to her head, and she forgets that soldiers are also people who need to have fun.
There you go, Dana.
The civilians just love to hear you play your piano solos, right?
Well, yes, they do.
Oh, he
Caused any
plays.
friction between you and Lieutenant Satori.
Don't worry about it, Bowie.
That was already there.
There is one thing you can do for me, and that's cheer up, Bowie. Don't look so darn gloomy.
I love Dana. I think she's the best.
Take action immediately. All right, General, go ahead.
Now this dickhead.
We need a reconnaissance group to go inside that Robotech ship.
Just what do you mean by reconnaissance group?
How are we supposed to describe that further?
We can gather information about the enemy which will enable us to capture them.
I see, but isn't that plan a bit risky for the infiltration team?
It's a lot less risky than sending everybody at him.
Their usage of robotechnology far surpasses our capabilities.
Then I'm inclined to agree with the idea of a recon group.
Yeah.
Then we must put that penetration team together immediately.
Let's say penetration some more.
The 15th Armored Tactical Attack Squad.
I agree that the 15th Squad has had remarkable success, but some of them are not qualified for this job, sir.
Yeah, they're not reconnaissance.
You know the 15th Squadron is the best for this job.
That I promised Bowie's parents.
Oh.
Rudolph, you can outline the tactical order concerning the infiltration team to Lieutenant Sterling.
15th is the best. I love it.
We must put aside Rolf's personal matters and carry on with the war.
Sir.
I'm sorry, Rolf.
No, you're not. You're a huge asshole.
Tell us what happened. Well, he's got to be completely out of his gourd giving us orders like those. Let me tell you, I'd like to make mincemeat out of him.
I would too.
Pawns in the headquarters game of Name That Alien. We all play by their rules.
I'm with you, Angelo.
Funny, Lieutenant, very funny. But I don't think you realize there's a good chance we may not return from this mission alive.
Pity. She's gonna miss me when I'm gone.
Then tomorrow we all meet at the hangar precisely at 10 o'clock. Each of you, Angelo.
Get a good night's rest.
We all want to see this mission succeed just as much as you do, Dana.
Oh, no. We did a roll call. That's a real bad... I got chills. That's a real bad sign. Hey, everybody, you're all super important. Let's go around by name.
Daddy.
I don't think so, son. Let's hope not.
Let's hurry home.
Okay.
I mean, that's how close this thing is.
It's too delicious to think about all those calories, although I may have to get a bigger uniform for the mission tomorrow.
Dana, you break me up.
You're so funny, talking about caloric intake.
Dana, they're supposed to bring you good luck.
I like Dana. I will stop apologizing for it.
I prefer being a musician to trying to be a combat spaceman.
I see. You still feel that way?
It's a weird way to say soldier.
Hey, why don't you go play piano at the coffee house right now? Go!
Huh?
Well, because he's not allowed to.
Oh man, I really appreciate this, Dana.
One thing, whatever you do, Bowie, don't get caught.
Don't get caught. Caught.
The heck with the calories. I think I'll have another one.
Damn, Dana. I'm just thinking about the dairy.
Oh, come on. This time could be the last time, you know?
Oh, you're nothing but a big phony. All you want is a kiss.
Phillips has been in the brig for this shit. He's been demoted. He's lost his command.
Come on now. Be good to me, dang it.
Louis working on his stuff. I like that.
This piece of doggone junk.
Oh, he's putting a camera.
Oh, come on. This stuff is absolutely worthless.
Worthless.
Dana Sterling meets with Angelo Dante to discuss tomorrow's mission.
I'm actually digging Angelo, too.
I'm sure we're able to beat them. Whatever those things are. I just can't imagine us losing to a bunch of aliens.
I like him just staring at that. That's cool. Sitting there drinking.
All of our fates depend on you.
I'm aware of that.
Yeah.
Hey, what are you doing?
Oh, it's just a little good luck charm.
Huh?
Do you like it?
Huh?
No, it's in my drink.
Lieutenant Sterling!
Oh, boy.
I guess I did it again.
You were his guardian, supposedly. You should be thrown in jail along with him.
All right.
How can you praise him? How dare you mock the military police?
Because a man must stand up for himself.
Right.
All right, then, if that's what you want.
Ma'am.
I think Bowie should be confined to the guardhouse.
But Dana, you can't be serious.
Keep him safe.
Please, I've got to go on the mission tomorrow, Dana. I want to prove myself as a real soldier.
Can't you punish him some other time?
That's it. I've made up my mind. No more argument. Bowie, go with the lieutenant.
She's getting him off the board.
Nova, I didn't ask for your opinions. Thank you.
I think I pushed it too far.
Yeah, think?
Dana, please. You can't do this to me. You need me. Come on.
Keeping him safe.
What are you doing? I'm not a criminal. I don't deserve this.
You're just the piano player. I've heard that before.
This is ridiculous. You're getting locked up.
You gotta let me out of here. They need me, please.
What are you talking about, Nova? She called your bluff.
All systems are checked and rechecked as last-minute adjustments are made in the 15th Squadron's mecha.
Listen, Dana realized that he was drifting, so...
None of the usual pre-battle chatter. They know that for some, this one may be the last one.
Oh my God.
Don't worry, boss. I'll be fine.
Well, if you're not, I'll know about it soon enough. All units prepare to move out, and let's make this one count.
Well, that camera will come in handy. I mean, if this is a recon and maybe they, if it's a personal recording and not a transmission, then he might be able to get, if it's jammed, he could get it back out, like the physical recording.
Well, why am I being released?
Let's say that someone wants to see you prove yourself as a man, all right? Go get him. He'll be okay.
Well, Nova, we'll see.
But only a direct order from his friend and protector, Rolf Emerson, was able to procure his release.
But who let you out? Ugh, I bet it was General Emerson.
Sold him wrong and right again, Dana.
He has absolutely no respect for my authority.
General Emerson doesn't need to.
Okay, let's make our move. Ground squad, keep your positions. Air support, maintain your formation but prepare to fire. When I give the signal, zero in and let them have it.
Okay, so this is going to be, the recon is actually, the attack is a cover for the recon. I thought they were just trying to infiltrate. I didn't realize they were going to do all this shit. Watch out for that dome of energy, that force field. I love those fighters. I like the snub-nosed ones.
Good work. You did it. Atta,
Let's
baby.
get in there.
All right.
Okay, boys, we did it. Now let's go in after him.
Oh, going in tank mode.
Okay, let's crash this party and get to know our hosts.
Let's be careful here. I want to see everybody coming back. They did a real good job of showing us everyone in this episode, though. Phillips, Angelo, Louis, Bowie, everybody got a moment. Oh, son of a bitch. I wasn't paying attention at the time. All right, everybody, we just got done watching the 43rd episode of Robotech, entitled, checks notes, Prelude to Battle. And the only thing left to do is to talk about it. All right, everybody, we just watched Prelude to Battle, the 43rd episode of Robotech, featuring the Master Saga and all that good stuff. Again, this show does a really, really good job. Whereas again, I don't like to do comparisons, but I think that it's necessary here because the narrative structure is so different between Macross and between the Master Saga that, the Southern Cross. You just have way more characters in Southern Cross, which lends itself to be able to have all of these different dynamics represented. You have all of these different potential pairings that you can throw in there. And we've seen that in this episode. In this episode, we start to see concern for Bowie's performance because it's just not his passion. It's not his, he might not, to be very fair, he might not be the type of fighter that should be out here in the 15th and whatnot. He's just been making mistakes. He got captured the last episode, which isn't a mistake. I mean, they were on hover bikes, for God's sakes. But, there's just been a couple things that have come up a little bit short for Bowie. And, to be very fair, not a lot of it's his fault. It's just that, admittedly, this isn't his forte. But also, because of that, that's a catalyst for being able to learn more about Angelo's feelings towards Bowie. Keep your head about you. We can't have this type of, drifting and whatnot. We get to see everybody else kind of how they prepare for battle, even like, the flippant, like Phillips trying to, get lucky before he goes back out. But it's true to form. We know that Phillips is an absolute hound dog, and to the point where he apparently can't stop being a hound dog, and that got him demoted. That got him lost his command. He put in the brig. My guy just can't say no to the ladies apparently. But again, that's us learning more about or having confirmation about how Sean Phillips actually works. And in so doing, we learn more about his character. We get opinions, whether we like him or dislike him. We get to see like potential, like this is how he'll react if given a certain situation with somebody else in the future. We get a better understanding for the character that is Sean Phillips. Ditto with Angelo, ditto with Louis. We saw how Louis spent his night before going out into battle, and that was working to fine tune his tech, putting in that camera, making sure that those certain things, that's how his stress reliever was, I'm going to throw myself into the tech side of everything. That's what I'm the most comfortable with. And I think that's, Prelude to Battle was just that. How does everybody that we've come to know or start to know, how do they all deal with the looming confrontation? And so if we go back through, again, what they do so well in Southern Cross or the Masters is that they show us every level of the Earth Defense Forces, the Global Defense Force. They show us from high command down to like Nova, as far as the military police is concerned, all the way down to the foot soldiers, and whether it be, inside the squad for command from Dana all the way down to Bowie, it shows us all of that. It gives us such a great idea of how each kind of level is viewing this. And at the high levels, you get to see, that it's this probably the only path that they have open to them to learn more about it is to get inside there and find out. We see that there is a struggle for command going on between that dickhead Supreme Commander, who I'm sure they named, but I immediately forgot. He's just the Supreme Commander. And then, Rolf Emerson is there trying to basically keep his people safe, but also pick the best course for the battle and campaign. And, he reached a problem there because he didn't want to put Bowie in harm's way. And then ultimately made the decision to do just that. So again, we see the struggle, we see how and again, with the squad, we see how they approach. Angelo, quiet, dark room, just staring at the objective out of that window, drinking. Bowie playing his piano, getting into a fight, working it out. Louis working on his tech. Phillips working on the ladies. Everybody had kind of a coping mechanism for this, the battle coming up. The only person that didn't was Dana. Now you could say, what did we see? So you say, Dana didn't have a coping mechanism. That's what I just said. But we did see a very different type of Dana here, where Dana all of a sudden, at least outwardly, became a stickler for the rules. He should belong in the brig and blah, blah, blah. And she didn't back down from that. Like, she didn't whisper to Bowie, like, this will keep you off the field, or tell Angelo later, I was hard on him because we both know that he was drifting and I didn't want him to get out there and get killed. She never kind of qualified her response with that answer. And so, or that, kind of admission. So we got to see her kind of get, her tension came with almost like falling back, like, this is my duty. I am under command. Everyone's making it back. And my headcanon is that the reason why she went along with, putting him in the brig was she knew that Bowie's been having problems. And again, getting him out there, he could become a casualty very quickly. And that's not something that she could deal with. Considering lifelong friendship and things like that. But it's a really cool way to show, one, the characterization of every member of the 15th and High Command. We saw Nova. Was able to, got a little bit more from her. But it also shows the development of Dana, and Dana is the central character in this, if not, the spotlight superstar that they wanted Rick Hunter to be back in Macross. But, Dana, in my opinion, is way more likable, just because once you understand her personality, again, that could go either way. If you don't like her personality, it's going to be very difficult to like Dana. But if you like her personality, or accept her personality, maybe is a better way to say it, her story is going to be the center focus for a lot of this. And I think they're doing a really good job of establishing that really soon. It's a fun show, but it's there's so much tension and darkness underneath it. All of those things, we went around the horn and everybody, Louis and Phillips and Angelo and Dana and Bowie. And it's like, man, who's not coming back? I guess we'll see, friends. You could do me a quick favor, hit that like button, smash that subscribe, ring that bell for notifications, and you'll be alerted next time we go live with Robotech or any of our sci-fi fare. And of course, if there's anything that we do that you would like early or in its full-length format, the link to our Patreon is in the description, my friends. But now, unfortunately, it's time for us to go. So where should we say goodbye from this episode, the 43rd episode of Robotech, Prelude to Battle? Friends, I'm going to be selfish in this one because my favorite prelude to battle was Angelo's. Was it because he was drinking? Maybe. But it was also because it represented, we kind of had it was the most sincere and solemn of the preparations, I thought. He's just sitting there drinking, staring at that stuff. He knows he's the older kind of statesman, so to speak, of the he's been in the muck and mire. He knows what's coming up. He knows what's going to be expected of them and what they're going to face. And I really like that. And I think, friends, that's where we say goodbye from. We sit there in silence with Angelo, and we realize exactly what's at stake the next day. And those faces that we call friends, comrades, and squad mates, will we see them all again the day after tomorrow? There's only one way to answer that, friends, and that's to get to the next episode of Robotech. I'll see you there. Vulcan roll, and have a great one.